From WMIX Sports, Rams basketball on WMIX and the Section 618 app is powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. Mount Vernon Rams basketball is also presented in part by Ren Lake College, Country Financial Agent Josh Bentley, Mays & Sons Plumbing, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Munkin Toyota, Landers Collision Centers, Bean Insurance, People's National Bank, State Farm Agent Tony Welt, SSM Health, Culver's of Mount Vernon, Hannigan and McGovern, Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC, and the Hall Insurance Group. We take you to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth for the Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Mount Vernon Rams basketball starts now.
Shagnon Gymnasium sets our scene tonight where for the one final time, the Mount Vernon Rams will face the Althoff Crusaders in South 7 Conference play. Good Friday evening to you. I'm Chris Hugo. Hank Evans alongside for your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. And as we get closer to the holidays, we know the 79th annual Centralia Holiday Tournament pairings, those will be coming up here on your Landers Collision Center's pregame. We're live from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth, 94.1 FM, or you can watch us live tonight at WMIX Sports on YouTube, or download the Section618.com app and click on tap to watch Mount Vernon Sports. Landers Towing and Collision Centers, Mount Vernon and Salem. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS, because big or small, Landers fixes them all. Henry, for this Mount Vernon Ram team, they're coming off wins of 4 straight. Wins against Springfield, Taylorville, Centralia most importantly, and the Salem Wildcats in the Southern Illinois Classic a week ago. Tonight's the Althoff Crusaders, kind of an enigma on the schedule. They beat a good modern-day team, but then lost by 30 to Marion. Not that Marion's bad, nothing like that. Just kind of a head-scratcher when you see that win compared to that loss.
And they certainly bring back some talent, not as much talent as they thought they would, as they were hit by the transfer portal. The Rucker brothers transferred to Eastside. And like you said, they're similar to Marion in that regard. You just don't know what Althoff team you're going to get. They're generally way better at home than they are on the road. But they certainly bring in an outstanding player in Taylor Powell.
Boy, they do. And when you talk about what they can put together, it's a team that can get up and down the floor more often than not. We'll talk more about it coming up on this Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame. But let's talk a little bit more about the Mount Vernon Rams. Coming in winners of 4 straight. 2 big wins to conclude the Stovetop Stuffing Classic in Springfield. Maybe they just need to move there, undefeated in the capital city. But for this Ram team, that win against Centralia Friday night, obviously they had a lot of momentum start to finish. They had 4 big threes from Colin McClure early, and then we can't talk enough, and not trying to single anybody out, that defensive effort from Roland Adams in the second half on what is sure to be maybe a conference MVP candidate, or at least first team All-South 7, Cruz Harlan.
And you certainly mentioned that, the shooting and the defense. You know, it was doom and gloom after the Triad game. It was Mount Vernon was 0-2, really struggled shooting the basketball. You know, in the 4 games since, a 4-game winning streak, you look better when you make a few shots, but they have a defensive identity now. They pressure the guards hard, and then Roland Adams, as you said, with his length, is able to guard several positions on the floor.
Well, and for this Ram team, obviously they kept it close for a half with Granite City, so who knows if the shooting doesn't go to Hades, how they do against Granite. But this realistically should be a Ram team, maybe a one-loss Ram team that we're talking about
and
right now.
Triad, they led 3.5 quarters,
Yes.
you know, until Triad made some big shots there at the end. But Mount Vernon's on a roll here. To win the South 7, you have to protect the home court, so this is a game Mount Vernon has to have.
Of course, we'll have your Munkin Toyota keys to the game a little bit later on this Landers Collision Center's pregame. We'll also get to know your starting lineups tonight, thanks to Hall Insurance Group. It's all still to come. But first, let's tell you about this week's Josh Finley Country Financial Rams of the Week. And they are Lady Rams, and they've made history. We'll tell you about that when we come back to your Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show. We're in Shagnon tonight. The Mount Vernon Rams and the Althoff Crusaders. In fact, it's an Althoff crowd, not a big one. The smallest school in the South 7 departing for other pastures. We'll talk about that coming up as well. Stay tuned. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports in the Section 618 app.
Whether you're hunting on an ATV, competing in motocross, or just hanging out with friends hitting the trails in a side-by-side, we have your off-road memories right here waiting for you at Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. In the woods, on the track or trails. Enter your victory lane from Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
ATVs are recommended only for use by those age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
Let's go! Woo! We can win this one! Go team! Yes! Go team! Woo! Defense! Defense! Woo! Dude, whose mom is that?
No idea. Not mine.
Not mine.
Definitely not mine.
Go team! Let's go! Woo!
Walgreens Distribution Center are proud to sponsor the halftime show for Mount Vernon Rams and Lady Rams. Walgreens Distribution Center wishes good luck to Rams and Lady Rams. Have a great year, Rams.
Back to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX.
94.1 FM. We're live on the Section 618.com app tonight as we're in Chagnon Gymnasium on the campus of Mount Vernon Township High School from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth as we continue on this Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame report. Visit Landers Towing and Collision Centers for heavy truck and camper repairs. Call 1-888-LANDERS for all of your heavy-duty truck repair and camper repair necessities. They offer 24-hour emergency services and towing for all vehicles on the road. That's 1-888-LANDERS. And, well, trying to see why the Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week hasn't necessarily posted yet. It's on the website, but I don't know why it didn't post to social media, as it's set to do that automatically. But I can tell you that Lady Rams Wrestling, you heard me right. Lady Rams Wrestling is this week's Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week, and what they did is they finished third place out of 15 teams in their first ever appearance at the Granite City Invitational. Now, I don't want to tell the entire story, but they had a second place, a couple of thirds, and a fourth in multiple classes. And so this is a Lady Ram team, first time ever girls wrestling IHSA, women's wrestling, pardon me. And the Lady Rams finished third in their very first appearance. And Rams wrestling has been on the rise, so no reason. There have been some co-ed wrestlers the past couple of years, so no reason not to see some success from the Lady Rams wrestlers as well. You can read more about that, section618.com. Hover over features and then click on WMIX Sports Ram of the Week. It is all sponsored by Josh Finley, your country financial agent in Mount Vernon, where you can talk to him today about how he can help protect what matters most. Call Josh Finley, your local country financial agent in Mount Vernon. But congratulations to Lady Rams Wrestling on their first ever appearance, where they finished third out of 15 at Planet Granite, but also marking their first time as Rams of the Week. Now, we talked before the break about that. We had teased that. Now let's talk about the Centralia Holiday Tournament, the 79th annual. Some new teams you've never heard of this year in the Old Girl this year, the granddaddy of them all. Of course, it's led with an 8:30 matchup. Who would have it any other way? With Marist and Cahokia. And then Waukeva, Florida makes their first trip for St. Louis Kip at 10 o'clock in a battle of teams you're not familiar with. And then the probably number one Evanston Wildcats will battle the Champaign Central Maroons in the matchup at 12. That is right before the Mount Vernon Rams will play Chicago Dyett at 2 o'clock. So on December the 28th, the tournament will tip. The Rams have the 2 o'clock game, which is pretty normal. They'll play Chicago Dyett. Then in the afternoon bracket, following the Rams, it'll be Cardinal Ritter against the Walter Payton Sweetnesses in that first matchup, followed by Hillwood, Tennessee, and the Belleville West Maroons at 6:15. Centralia Orphans get Confluence Prep at 7:45 in their usual host RSVP spot. And then the nightcap, the Glenwood Titans and one of the Carmels. I'm not sure if that's Carmel, Indiana, or Mundelein Carmel from the Chicago area. It's not Mount Carmel, either one.
That'll be Mundelein Carmel. That's a private school in the Chicago area. And you got a couple Chicago Catholic League teams in Marist and Carmel. And this Mount Vernon's matchup will be against Chicago Dyett out of the Public League. They're 6-2. They got some size. Be a tough matchup. And then Mount Vernon, if they were fortunate to win that game, as you said, they will most likely play the Evanston Wildcats, who seems like they're in the championship game over their last 3 or 4 years.
Well, it's an Evanston team coming in right now. They're undefeated. Anything could change between now and that potential matchup would happen on the 29th. But first, you got to get past Dyett. You win, you're back at 2 o'clock the next day. Again, that's on the 29th. You lose, you're at 10 o'clock. Either way, you're set up with a potential matchup in the Annex, and nobody wants that has radio coverage. I can promise you that. It's still a nice auxiliary gymnasium, but that's where they'll play those games. And, of course, if you lose on day 2, after winning on day 1 in that part of the bracket, you're going to the NX, and if you lose twice, you're going to the NX. So there you go. That's the reward in the 79th Annual Centralia Holiday Tournament. That's a quick look at the bracket. We need to take a break on your Landers Collision Center's pregame. When we come back, we'll have your keys to the game handed to us by Munkin Toyota. Peace of mind comes standard at Munkin Toyota with Toyota Care. You're covered with maintenance and roadside assistance for 2 years or for 25,000 miles, or you can even ask about longer protection with Toyota Care Plus. Find out more at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. We'll talk to JV. We'll talk about where Althoff is headed. We'll even talk some Lady Rams hoops when we come back, along with the Munkin Toyota keys to the game. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports in the Section 618 app.
Listen up, Ram Nation. Winning is in your blood, whether on the court, field, or in the classroom. You never settle for less than the best. When it comes to taking your game to the next level, consider Renlake College. With over 100 programs, NJCAA sanctioned athletics, affordable tuition, and small class sizes, you know you will be getting a win with high-quality education. Whether you want to build skills and join the workforce or go to a 4-year college at a fraction of the price, RLC is the obvious choice to accomplish your goals. Visit rlc.edu. Renlake College. Your journey starts here.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers urgent care visits for acute strains and sprains, joint pain, sports injuries, and even possible fractures. Walk in anytime, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. You don't need an appointment, and you can be seen and get the treatment you need on the same day. Let their highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners provide the care you deserve. Give them a call at 618-242-3778 or visit their website, orthocentersi.com.
One more reason Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin?
Hi, welcome to Culver's.
Just take it from our team member, Sarah.
When you order a Culver's Butterburger, you're never just a customer. You're a guest in our home. See, where we come from, people do right by each other. It's why we cook each Butterburger to order just for you, right down to getting the perfect sear on the beef.
Delicious.
That extra care may be a small town thing, but it's big time important to us.
Culver's at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon.
Welcome to Delicious.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With mobile deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB 2Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB 2Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition via the Section 618 app, powered by Renlake College.
Back on 94.1 FM, or you can watch us live tonight on the Section618.com app. Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside, Jeff Crow taking care of the camera, and keeping us on the air is Brock Myers back at the Mount Vernon studio. We'll get to your Munkin Toyota keys to the game in a moment, but first, really, we got to talk well about these Mount Vernon Lady Rams. Of course, a couple of big wins this week in conference play. Now 2-0 in the South 7 with wins over Centralia and Marion.
And they haven't lost a conference game in about 3 years, and they've won their 2 games this week very easily, up 25 to 30 points at the half. They look to be the favorite in the South 7 by a long shot, and Kamari Pollard's going to be a heck of a player, Chris.
Well, absolutely. And, of course, you look at what Justice Malone's put together early in the season. Of course, we're going to forget people if we go that route, but Macy Procyse has made some big shots lately. Milena Zadelis has been great off of the bench. T has been playing pretty well since the Alton game as well. Tara Johnson and Elena Maurer has been doing a great job in the post.
They're getting
for
balanced,
Jeff Lonnen's Lady Rams.
Definitely balanced scoring right now, which I think at the high school level is hard to find. They had 4 players in double figures, I believe, the other night, so that definitely makes you hard to defend.
Well, you look at this Lady Ram outfit, if my memory serves, they've won 5 straight. They lost to Mascoutah in the opening game of the Nashville tournament. Since then, since that 2-2 mark, they've won 5, I believe. Or I'm off somewhere. No, they lost to Alton in there. I only remember the good things.
That's all right. They've won
lost
2.
Effingham.
They're
so
on a W2.
They're 7-4.
They're 7-4.
But there we go. My apologies to the Lady Ram fans and Coach Lonnen, but they're off to a good start this season. They're back in action Tuesday night against Carbondale. If you want to come in and take that one in here at Shagnon, and we'll have it for you with video on the Section 618 app. That's a quick look at the Lady Rams. Let's get back to the Rams and talk about these Munkin Toyota keys to the game.
All right, Taylor Powell is a handful. He's 6'4". He's going to look to get to the rim. Rowan Adams will start out on him, I believe. Mount Vernon probably going to go under screens, force him into shooting jump shots. Look for Mount Vernon defensively to get after these Althoff guards, try to get out in transition and get some easy baskets. And offensively, look for Nesbitt to break down this Althoff man-to-man defense, find the shooters, and let's get a big lead, not let this team hang around.
Okay. New security here at Mount Vernon Township High School. Can't go to some of the websites I used to go to, but I can tell you the MunkinToyotaMountVernon.com. Easy way to find out how to sell your car. Even if you don't buy from them, they'll buy your vehicle. They need the inventory. You can find out more at MunkinToyotaMountVernon.com. We teased and we teased and we teased. Why is this the final time the Althoff Crusaders will come to Shagnot? Sounds like forever, but as members of the South 7, depending upon the articles you read as far as who will continue to play in which sports. But Althoff announced they were leaving the South 7 at the end of this academic year. Now beginning next year, they'll join the Gateway Metro Conference, which is a bunch of non-boundaried institutions, and one public in Bunker Hill. So they'll join the likes of Alton Marquette, Father McGivney, Bunker Hill, the Minutemen, the Christ Our Rock Lutheran Silver Stallions, who are on their way out of the Midland Trail Conference, Maryville Christian, and Metro East Lutheran. Of course, they're in Edwardsville, and I believe Metro East Lutheran no longer a football school, so the only football playing school in that conference is Marquette. And so Althoff will remain independent in football.
And they've blamed travel times as their main reason. That's certainly part of it, but there's no shame in saying their enrollment's dropped. They're down to around 320 students. And in the last 8 or 10 years, you've had several of those private schools you just mentioned pop up around the St. Louis area. I think I'd keep an eye on Breeze Mater Dei. I think that they're probably the next big fish or the free agent to go somewhere.
Well, absolutely. Whether that's here or not remains to be seen. But you do have a scenario where Collinsville and Granite City will kind of be, at least Granite City, a provisional member for the sport of football. Collinsville is going to play a lot of the South 7 schools. Depends on how you phrase it. You could say they have a provisional membership as well, football only. Could be an issue on the table or a provision on the table for Granite City to become a full-fledged member in a couple years. Now there's talk of adding both as full-fledged members. None of that's official. We'll see what shakes out. Those are just rumblings. Then there's rumblings that another move could happen with two teams leaving the South 7 and head to the Metro East.
There's a lot of balls in the air. There's district talk for football, kind of.
Absolutely.
So next 2 years, there's going to be a lot of changes.
And Mount Zion, one of the schools, if I'm not mistaken, behind those districts, and they usually put out pretty good plans to the IHSA, so keep an eye on that as well. We need to pay tribute to country. We'll honor America. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
It's truck time here at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. Chris Wilson here. If you've ever wondered what you'd look like behind the wheel of a brand new Tacoma or Tundra, I'm here to tell you we can make it happen. Not only are these trucks dependable, they are sharp. We've got 60 months, 4.29% APR for qualified buyers. And with interest rates these days, you know that won't last long. The Tacoma and Tundra are both loaded with features you won't find on any other truck models. Come check them out at Munkin Toyota and tell them Chris sent you.
Stop searching for your own insurance. You have too much on your plate. Just one call to Hall Insurance, and they'll find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it's home, auto, renters, boat, motorcycle, your business, whatever you need coverage on, they'll do the work for you. Then call you back with a quote, most times in the same day. Call 618-244-7500 or visit HallInsGroup.com. Hall Insurance Group, your independent insurance agency in Mount Vernon. HallInsGroup.com.
Hi, this is Chase Landers with Landers Towing and Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem. At Landers Towing and Collision, we think that building a winning team is essential to providing our customers with the best service possible. Some of the products we have to offer include pre- and post-repair scanning for a clean bill of health, unibody and structural repair measuring, frame measuring and repair, and ADAS calibrations. ADAS is a network of sensors, cameras, modules, and programming that assist in driving and parking functions. Choosing the correct team to repair your vehicle that has evolved alongside this technology is essential for a safe and quality repair. That's why we have spent countless hours providing our technicians with the highest level of training the industry has to offer. ICAR Gold Class Certified Collision Repair Training. We would like to welcome our newest members to the team, the Welch Collision Center family. Now with more locations to serve you, big or small, we tow and fix them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports.
Back in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth tonight for the Mount Vernon Rams and Althoff Crusaders. As we wrap up your Landers Collision Center's pregame show, no better way to do it than with the Hall Insurance Group starting lineups.
All right, first for the Althoff Crusaders. They're 4-3, 1-1 the South 7. They'll go with the 5'10 senior guard, number 5, Jordan Lewis. Another guard will be a 5'8 junior, number 1, Earl Liverpool. The third guard, a 5'10 senior, number 4, Lucius Dones. And the forwards, the aforementioned Taylor Powell. He's 6'5", and he'll wear number 11. And rounding out the lineup will be a 6'3 sophomore, number 33, Patton Lieb. In his 26th season with the state title under his belt, the head coach is Greg Lieb. For Mount Vernon, they're 4-2, 1-0 in the South 7. They'll go with the 5'11 junior, number 5, Navante Nesbitt. Another guard will be a 6-foot senior, number 15, Colin McClure. And the third guard, 6'1 senior, number 1, Kerry Richardson. The forwards be a 6'3 senior, defensive stopper, number 3, Roland Adams. And in the middle, really coming on late, 6'4 junior, number 50, R.J. King. The Rams are coached by Tim Holloway.
Don't waste your time. Let Hall Insurance do the shopping for you. Go to hallinsgroup.com. Get a quote fast. That's hallinsgroup.com. Over the years, people ask me, is it Althoff or is it Althoff? And why do you say Althoff? Because I called the diocese one time at the urging of Danny Zerwinski, my former broadcast partner, because he had always heard it was Althoff after Henry Althoff, the bishop. Got a story from the diocese, basically his life's history from the diocese. Aveston native, spent time in Oakville, Nashville, T-Town, you name it. And so he was appointed a bishop by Pope Pius X, I believe. And the diocese named the school after him in honor, and so it is Althoff Catholic High School. Doesn't matter now for those of you Rams fans who won't really see them much anymore, but there you go. That's why I say Althoff, and most of the people say Althoff.
I'll tell you what, you couldn't get that on CBS, that kind of info right there. Well done.
Tipping for the Crusaders, Vegas Gold and Navy Clad will be number 11, Taylor Powell. And it'll be controlled in the backcourt by Jordan Lewis here. 7:57 left in the opening quarter. We're underway. No score yet. It's Liverpool into the front court. They leave it out of the right corner for Powell. Rams in their home whites, orange and black trim. Powell pops from the short corner, and his jumper's good. And Althoff takes an early 2-0 lead.
Man, that's a tough shot, man. That's great defense by Adams. Just better offense.
Made it look easy. What do we got? Wet floor, foul, something. Layup game warning. It's 2-0. Rams trailing here, but with the basketball, getting their first possession of the night. As McClure inbounds into Kerry Richardson. It's Richardson, McClure, Roland Adams, R.J. King, and this man right here, Devontae Nesbitt. All tourney team at the Stovetop Stuffing Classic as it ends up with Adams on the deep left wing. Half minute into this one, driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports. Off of the far sideline, last week's Josh Finley Cutter Financial Ram of the Week. Nesbitt up top, Adams for a three, no good. It's in and out, rebound tipped Powell. In and out of the hands of Nesbitt. It'll be to the baseline. He'll get it. Put it up off the glass and good. Big play by Devontae as Bouray comes up big again. Ties it at 2 with 7:11 left here in the first. Not sure how much of that replay I got. Oh, baby. We'll check that out in a second. He made that look good. Off the left arc, here is Lewis with the basketball. Left hand. Now high over the head pass to the opposite corner. Three on the way is in and out by Dones. Or Duns. Rebound to go the other way for the Rams. Bouray into the front court. Dribbled off his foot. He'll pick it up and get away with it. 6:47 left in the opening quarter. Again, tied at deuces. Kerry Richardson, a ball fake right. Throws to Adams up top. Just missed a Mason Sons Plumbing three a moment ago. And after they get this foul on the board, let's see what Bouray did this time. Just lost it almost out of bounds. Able to recover and get the bucket off of the baseline. And he just continues to do impressive work.
And he plays both ends. And he's outstanding defensively also.
Lady Rams head coach Jeff Lonan tuned in tonight. Glad to have him aboard. 6:36 left as the Rams turn it over in the front court. He predicts a close one. We agree. Duns with a three off of the arc. It's no good. Glances off the front of the iron. Rebound will go to Bouray. Nesbitt in the backcourt. Trying to race across that timeline. Does crossover dribble. Throws back door. Gliding to the basket was R.J. King. He picks up a couple. And the Rams take their first lead on a 4-0 run.
R.J. King running the floor. He's going to get 4 or 5 layups each game if he continues to do that.
You love to see it. Lieb, the sophomores, lost some baby fat. Put some muscle on. His dad, Greg, longtime coach for the Crusaders, Florida native. As at the center circle is Liverpool. 6:03 left in the first.
And then Greg Lieb won a state title, I believe, in 2015, 2016 with Jordan Goodwin and crew. Goodwin's playing for the Washington Wizards as we speak.
6:03 remains. First quarter, 4-2 Rams, but Althoff with the basketball beneath her own bucket. It'll be Liverpool to inbound. Has Lieb back door. High pass. It'll be stolen away by Adams. Into the front court, one-on-one. Layup's going to be blocked by Powell. And the rebound will go to the Rams as it trickles out of bounds. Scoreboard updates tonight presented by Tony Welch, your good neighbor State Farm agent. Find him around town or in that famous white State Farm Jeep. JV comes up empty tonight, 69-68 to the Crusaders. More on that at 10. Nice no look on the inbound. Adams over the shoulder. It's no good. Rebound will go the other way. Lieb. Up ahead. Got it to Dones into the front court off of the arc. Liverpool now to the left wing. Good slide there by Lewis. Into the paint. His jumper up no good. Rebound taken away by Nesbitt into the front court. Here goes Navante. All the way coast to coast. Layups high. No good. And to the line to shoot a pair. Navante Nesbitt, number 2.
Man, he's fast.
Number 2 in terms of the second or junior, not his jersey number, which is 5. For those of you watching at home. Rams fans love winning. It's what you do. Discover your next big win at Rend Lake College. More than 100 programs and one of the state's most affordable colleges right here in your backyard. Now that's a win. Visit rlc.edu for more info. Your journey starts here. He made the first free throw. Rams' run is now 5-0, hoping to make it 6-0. With this back-end free throw, it's good. 4 in the quarter for Bourret, and it's 6-2 Rams. 5:40 left in the first quarter. We're at Effingham tomorrow, 4 o'clock, your freshman start time. All 3 levels playing tomorrow in the Ham. Feels like we were just there as Lewis has a deep right wing. Up to the left side here for Liverpool. Looking left, finds Lieb. Into the corner now for Powell. He has 2 on the night, the only 2 for the Crusaders here. Navy and Vegas gold, their colors. As he'll pop off a turnaround, it's good. Nice little baseline jumper working for Taylor Powell. Cuts it in half now, 6-4 Rams, 5:11 mark of the first.
There's no stopping that move right there. Mount Vernon may have to give Adams some help.
A legal screen looks like trying to cross the timeline. And now we'll tell you about the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, where orthopedic urgent care is now open. No appointment necessary. Walk in daily from 8 until 4. We are in the OCSI broadcast booth tonight. I feel pretty good.
That's a second foul on Nesbitt. That's a little bit of a nightmare scenario for Mount Vernon. They just can ill afford to have him on the bench too much.
Liking this coffee before the game. They have Holy Grounds out there in the lobby, and what a difference that's made. What a difference this would be. 3 on the way, good. Up top, deep. Jordan Lewis gives the Crusaders the lead back on a Mason Sons Plumbing three-pointer.
And that's Lewis, comes in averaging 13 a game. Another returning starter, him with Powell.
McClure will hand off to Quentin Millsap, who's checked in. It's Richardson, Millsap, McClure, Adams, and RJ. As RJ's going to go high-low off the glass. No good. Trickles off. Rebound at his legs. Got it. Puts it back up. No. Got it again. Third time the charm. Yes. Rattles the iron. And what patience from RJ King. Using that body. He's figured out how to use it. Now he's going to try to make a free throw at the line to stretch this to 2.
I've said it over and over the last 3 games. He's a totally different player starting about the Centralia game. Giving Mount Vernon an inside presence.
Free throw good. 3-point play. RJ King, 5 in the quarter. And it's 9-7 Rams. Liverpool across the timeline off of a lob. Now dribbling with the right hand. Switches left. Steps back to an 18-footer. No good. Rebound to Roland Adams and the Mount Vernon Rams. Headed the other way. Driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. We're buying a vehicle simple, easy, and fun. 4:18 mark first quarter. Rams 9, Althoff 7. Millsap with the basketball, dribbling left in front of the Althoff bench. Hands off to Richardson, who throws to the top for Adams. Rowan will dribble left side, stops, kicks. That's Millsap. He'll dribble back around to the top of the key. Bounce pass to RJ. Screens. 3 on the way. Richardson no good. Rebound Adams. Tipped out of bounds. No. What arms, what hands by Taylor Powell. Saves it. And now the Crusaders in transition. 9-7 Ram lead. Liverpool thought about it. Thinks about it again. Gives to Lieb. Lefty jumper on the way. 3 is good. Mays and Sons Plumbing for Patton Lieb. And the lead for the Crusaders is 1, 10-9.
About hit the ceiling on that.
Well, ceilings are low in here, so that's possible. Had to trim them back with the overruns, I guess.
Oh, boy. That's
3 on the way. McClure, it's no good. Rebound tipped. It'll be recovered by Powell. His Crusaders up 10-9, 3:25 left in the first quarter. Now they'll go the other way. On the Ram rebound, Millsap into the front court. Almost stolen away, recovered. Throws to Adams, waits for the defender to clear. Set 3 short. There's more of a line drive, and the rebound now will go into the front court with Lewis. Right block, he'll stop. Off glass, no good. Good rebound there for Colin McClure. Had visions of Jackson Swan from a year ago.
Nice pace to this game early. Althoff seems content. They'll go up and down with you.
Pilson and Price about to check in. Next dead ball for the Rams. King with his back to the defender. At the elbow, throws to the outside for Richardson. 2:49 left in the first. Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside. Good drive. Dribble drive, stops and pops at the free throw line. That's Richardson. Rebound to go to the Crusaders. Off of the Ram miss. Lieb in the corner. Good ball fake as he'll throw back to the outside for Lewis.
Rams poor shooting early, 3 for 12.
If you've been hurt on the job, call Hannigan and McGovern at 618-241-9251. It's experience you can count on, a reputation you can trust. Rams down 1. It's 10-9, 2:22 left in the first. Good ball fake. Contested 3 on the way. Lieb tried to bank it in, didn't call it. And the Rams get the rebound off of the miss. 10-9, Rams down 1 with 2:13 left in the first. Coffee makes all the difference. You got to keep this going. As looking for the slide pass to the elbow was number 2 at Quentin Millsap. Kicked out of bounds.
think the Rams will be happy to just get to the quarter break here. Nesbitt with 2 fouls. Say he's sitting the rest of the quarter for sure.
Congratulations again if you missed it in the Landers Collision Center's pregame. Lady Rams Wrestling, our Josh Finley Country Financial Rams of the Week. Yes, Lady Rams Wrestling. They look for the pass on the post entry via the bounce to Wyatt Pilson, who is camped out. Can't quite get it there, but it looks like this is going to be an Althoff foul.
That's good work by Pilson, getting good position on the block.
That'll be on Charleston Colden. Started the JV game, just checked in a moment ago.
He had a big game in the JV game.
Boy, he did.
Made the winning shot.
It's a winning family. Good ball fake there. Nice pump by Carey. Leads to a 17-footer. His shot's good.
That's
and
beautiful basketball. Fundamentals, the shot fake.
11-10 score with 1:53 left in the first. All the action tonight, I mean every bit of it, driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. Colden off the wing. Tries a three, no good, and an out. Richardson the rebound, leaves for Millsap. Quickly into the front court, finds a seam in the paint. Layup no good. Price will put it back up off the glass. No. Rebound to Powell with 1:36. Althoff down one with the basketball. Good hands by Millsap to intercept off the bounce pass. They were trying to lead up the right side with Lewis. Millsap has other plans. Throws to Richardson in the front court. Travels with the basketball. Turnover, King City.
Nesbitt going to check back in with 2 fouls.
Looks like we're going to get the lefty, Jacob Morrison, to come in too.
Teams typically takes them all to figure out that he is left-handed.
With 1:26 remaining in the first quarter, it's the Rams 11, the Althoff Crusaders 10. Final time they'll see each other here at Shack Nunn in conference play. 1:26 remains, first quarter, 11-10. Crusaders trailing, but with the basketball. Possession arrow favors the Rams to start the second. Off the right side, this is Lewis looking back to Lieb. He made a big three a moment ago. Now he'll dribble drive, goes diagonal cut, but misses the layup. And it looks like he was hit on the side of the noggin as he went up. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Similar to talking about Morrison, Lieb's left-handed. Going to try to force him to go right.
So let's see what happens here at the stripe as the first free throw on the way, and it's no good off the back of the iron. Double three at the line, and Lee makes 1 of 2. Made the back end. We're all knotted up at 11. 11-11, make a wish. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Bouret in the backcourt, behind the back dribble, gets a ball screen, now goes, kicks to the outside for Marlon Price. Price, a right-hand dribble, trying to come around the perimeter. Looking now, finds Millsap, shakes his defender. Free throw line, pull up on the way, no good. Rebound will go to Powell. Crusaders with less than a minute in transition. Liverpool up the right side. Shot blocked by Morrison. This will go the other way, and the Rams will slow it down. 45 seconds left. Wow. Nesbitt off of the arc, throwing to the top for Morrison. What a big block there. We'll try to get you a replay when we get a dead ball. Unbelievable. Hopefully we got it. Millsap with it now. Left of the circle, half minute to play in the first. It'll be Morrison. Wanting the three. No, that's strong.
I don't think that's a shot the old head coach wanted. I think he wanted to hold it for one.
And now the rebound. Plinko's around, finds Althoff. Deep in the backcourt now is Lewis. Finds Lieb. Just a sophomore. Lewis with 10, finds Liverpool with 9. He's at the center circle. Now with 7, finds Lewis, who slipped his guy. Now finds a wide open look at the basket. His layup is good. And that is how our first quarter will come to a close. After one, the Althoff Crusaders 13, Mount Vernon Rams 11. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Whether you're hunting on an ATV, competing in motocross, or just hanging out with friends hitting the trails in a side-by-side, we have your off-road memories right here waiting for you at Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. In the woods, on the track or trails. Enter your victory lane from Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
ATVs are recommended only for use by those age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
Let's go! Woo! We can win this one! Go team! Yes! Go team! Woo! Defense! Defense! Woo!
Dude, whose mom is that?
No idea.
Not mine.
Not mine.
Definitely not mine.
Go team! Let's go! Woo!
Walgreens Distribution Center are proud to sponsor the halftime show for Mount Vernon Rams and Lady Rams. Walgreens Distribution Center wishes good luck to Rams and Lady Rams. Have a great year, Rams.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports.
Back in time for the start of the second quarter as the award-winning Mount Vernon Rams cheerleaders and Rockin' Rams finish up their between-quarter routine as we head to quarter number 2. Althoff, thanks to Jordan Lewis, found a layup at the buzzer to take a 13-11 lead over the Rams as we head into the second quarter. Hello to those watching at home. Grandma Paralee, I think Jim is there with her. Hello to both of you. Wish you could be here tonight.
Rams in good shape, all things considered. Shot 4 for 17, which is bad, and then you had Nesbitt sitting for about 4 minutes with 2 fouls.
4 seconds into the quarter, off of the Ram inbound. It's Nesbitt across the timeline. Looks deep left wing for Adams. Back to Bourret off of the far sideline. Nice move to Collin. McClure trying to stymie the defender and finds Richardson between the circles. All the action tonight driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. We're buying a vehicle simple, easy, and fun. Rams trying to have some fun here. They're down 2, though, 13-11. 7:34 left here in the first half. McClure spins off a pivot, top of the key, finds Richardson off of the sideline. Carey, a left-hand dribble, kicks from the elbow to the top. Adams has a seam. Roland's going to explore and just misses it. Rebound will be tipped away and out of bounds off of the Rams. That was a good second look by a potential second look for the Rams. Just a near miss for Roland Adams.
Mount Vernon's getting good shots. Eventually, those are going to have to go down.
We're about a minute into this second quarter. Great to be with you from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. 7:06 mark of the second quarter. I see Athletic Director Seth English and Ryan Maurer, new assistant principal here at Mount Vernon Township High School, looking on.
Ryan looks like he can still play. I remember that lefty
What did he wear, 45, except for about 8 minutes of his career when he wore 42 up in Peoria?
Well, he never ages. He's older than me.
By a year, mind you.
2 years, I think.
Okay.
He's 96.
6:52 left in the half as they'll go the opposite way. The Rams looking for that far side as Adams went to the basket, but it was lost out of bounds on a rebound, 97, because he went to state, and that's okay.
He actually played at Blueford Grade School with the Payne brothers. Pretty fair grade school team they had.
13-11 the score. Althoff on top. It'll be Ram basketball off the baseline should a white uniform choose to go inbound. It'll be Bourret. So Devontae Nesbitt Jr. will inbound here for the Rams. Out of a box set, they slip to McClure. 3 on the way for Collin. Good. Mays & Sons Plumbing three-pointer for Collin McClure. His first of the night. Had 4 big ones against the Orphans last week. And the Rams on top, 14-13. They hand off to Powell on the left wing. Dribbles now between the legs. Goes, stops mid-post. Turnaround kick will go to Lieb out of the short corner. Gets it to the outside. Driving is Dones. Loses out of bounds. Unforced error on the Crusaders. Maybe the Rams got a hand on it, but either way, it's a turnover on Althoff.
Might have got away with a little foul with the body.
As a Rams fan, winning is in your blood. Get your next big win by building skills or earning a degree at the state's top 2% most affordable college. That's Ren Lake College, sponsor of our streaming tonight. Off a screen, another 3, Collin. Yes! Hot hand, Collin McClure.
Collin struggled that first week of the season up at Springfield, but he's definitely coming on starting at the Centralia game.
Signs of life out of little brother there on the far side of the floor, too. That's impressive. Normally just sits there. 6:05 left in the half. Out of the corner, 3 on the way. No good off the back of the iron for Lucius Duns, and it will end up out of bounds and belong to the Rams. Of course, the little brother is the infamous Trevor McClure, the Woodlawn Warriors.
I think he plays sports, too.
I hear that. 5:57 left in the second quarter. Rams off the inbound, have Nesbitt in the backcourt. He'll cross at the circle. Throws high post for RJ, who will hand off for Collin. Hot hand, heat check. There we are. 3 straight Mays & Sons Plumbing three-pointers for Collin McClure, and the Rams on a 9-0 run.
Collin McClure on a personal 9-0 run.
Love it. Lewis with a fallback shot. It's no good. RJ the rebound. Quickly hands to the Ram running back, Devontae Nesbitt.
Oh,
He'll go almost coast to coast. That almost was goaltending. But not quite. It's just a block and a foul. And to the line to shoot 2. We'll go Devontae Nesbitt with 4 points.
And when you got Collin McClure making those threes, it really opens up the middle.
It's kind of like when the running game helps the passing game in football.
Where the defense really has to pick what they want to give up.
When you can get things done on the outside or the inside, it really helps the other. First free throw, however, not good. And by not good, I mean it did not go in. Orthopedic Urgent Care now open. No appointment necessary. And you can walk in daily from 8 until 4 at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. We're in the broadcast booth tonight. 7-point game. Rams on top. Bourret at the line, shooting the back end. Knocks it down. And just like that, 21-13. This run is of a 10-0 variety. Restaurant quality. Deep wing, Earl Liverpool to the top. Now the left and jump stop in the paint. Jumper on the way. Lewis through the outside to Duns. He'll miss a three wide open. And into the front court. There's Nesbitt. He'll go left. Kick to Adams. Gives it right back. Nesbitt thought about it. Pulled it back. And now with the right-hand dribble is through the circles. Now between them with 4:58 left in the second. 21-13. Rams on top. If you just tune in, we'll have your Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show coming up as the Adams pass tipped away by Powell. Recovered by Kerry Richardson.
Rams trying to set up the high-low there.
As Millsap ready to check in. Nesbitt falls with it, tried to save it to McClure. He couldn't quite get bent down quickly enough. It'll end up out of bounds. Turnover Rams.
It's like Millsap checking in for Nesbitt. Again, Nesbitt with 2 fouls, so trying to protect that.
Contact your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilds. Having a local agent matters for your insurance. The State Farm team ready to help and ready to help us with scoreboard updates throughout the night. Get you some scores from around the area. Centralia has Cahokia, which means Marion has Carbondale.
Several good games in the river to river. Benton at Heron is one of them.
Frankfurt Harrisburg could surprise you as a 3 is on the way and it's no good. As undercut was R.J. King by Patton Lee.
Dangerous play.
And they'll get a reach foul for their troubles on Jordan Lewis as the Quentin Millsap will race by.
I believe Massac County and Murfreesboro will be another good matchup
Ooh-wee. How about the Massac County Lady Patriots? 1 loss. And you know who's 2?
Yes, I do.
The Lady Rams.
Another team the Lady Rams destroyed has 1 loss.
Wow.
Harrisburg.
Yes. I saw that last night, too, and I'm like, wow.
46-16 is a combined record of the Lady Rams non-conference opponents.
They have a tough schedule. There's no doubt about it.
And it just happens to be that 2A is pretty deep this year.
Now, I'm here to tell you, they play on the 13th. That's a Tuesday night against Carbondale. But if you want to play hooky before the holidays, don't tell your boss I told you. But on the 22nd, they play Mascoutah with a noon JV start. I plan on being here whether I call the game or not. Don't tell my boss. 4:10 left in the half.
Can you get a hold of my boss?
No. Don't speak the language.
Okay, well.
With it up top is, you mean domestically. As they will look for one off of the block for King. It's no good. Richardson, the putback second time. Richardson, no. Looking for a third. It's taken away. Taylor Powell with 3:53 left.
Got to cash in one of those. That's point blank.
Kick into the corner Dones. Is it Duns? Never bothered to find out in 4 years. My apologies. And off of the arc, this is Liverpool. Back to the outside, Lewis. Of course, they stayed outside. They're beyond the perimeter. He'll pull up from 18. No good. Back iron. Rebound to Bourret. And into the front court go the Rams. Speeds past everybody. Layup no, but a foul on Lieb. Great sportsmanship right there for Patton Lieb, the sophomore, to help up Nevante Nesbitt. And to the line to shoot a pair will go Nevante. I like good sportsmanship, Henry.
Yep.
Always point it out whenever I can. Also like sportsmanship awards and tournaments, like the BIT, Benton Invitational. Free throw in and out the first try. Maybe the second time will be the charm. Of course, we've saved the #1 seed for Southern Illinois High School sports for your fingertips. You can download the Section618.com app from Google Play or the App Store. Have immediate access to our streams, plus nightly scoreboards, exclusive videos, or submit your own images and videos for any game you attend. Section618.com app, powered by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Download it now. Is at the line. Nesbitt made 1 of 2. It's an 11-0 run for the Rams.
And I like Coach Holloway's kind of playing the old offense for defense, trying to protect Nesbitt.
22-13, Rams by 9. 11-0 run. We saw a big Lady Ram run last night, 33-0. Do the Rams have one of those in them?
Quickly. There's about 7 minutes of game time.
Powell with the basketball between the legs. Now goes right. Jump stop. Stolen away. Adams out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders, but good handsy play by the Mount Vernon Ram, Roland Adams.
I think Roland Adams has embraced the defensive stopper role.
Doing a great job.
And he can guard different positions, different guards to forwards.
3:11 left in the first half. You can see that on your screen if you're watching it, the Section618.com app. Liverpool will inbound left of the bucket. It's a lob, tipped away by Carey. Richardson into the front court, can't get it. It's recovered by Lewis. Good effort. Into the front court, Lewis. Dribble drive up the left side. That won't count. Fouls on the floor. Good peepers by our trail official.
That'll be Kerry Richardson, his first foul, 4th team foul on Mount Vernon. And he's getting his hands on a lot of balls right now.
So Liverpool will inbound again. Earl Liverpool. Up top. Head fake against nobody there for Lewis. Now he'll throw to Dones for a three. No good. Rebound, Wyatt Pilson, who checked in while I was napping. So Pilson, Millsap, Roland Adams, there's Cole Timmons, and Kerry Richardson. All that during a dead ball when I was not paying attention.
Mount Vernon going 9, sometimes 10 deep.
Timmons made a heck of a move in the JV game.
Oh, he did.
Caught me napping again.
Everybody on their feet. Went behind the back with the left hand.
Nice.
That was a heck of a JV game, actually.
69-68, Rams fall in that one as Richardson has it. Up top, looks underneath to Cole. Ooh, nice recovery there off of the baseline. He'll throw to Adams for a three. It's on the way. It's no good. Rebound will be tipped around. Looks like Lewis will come up with it. Goes up the right side. Into the front court. At the elbow. Kicks. Liverpool wide open left arc. Three on the way. Good. That'll stop the bleeding for Althoff. Amazing Sons Plumbing three-pointer stops the run, and it's a 6-point game. 22-16 Rams.
It's the first Althoff basket of the second quarter.
Took 6 minutes. WMIX FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, and all of Southern Illinois. A free service from Withers Broadcasting. Richardson lost it. His pocket was picked by Duns. And now they'll get in for the jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Crusaders, and we will have a turnover here. And let's hope cooler heads prevail here at the timeline.
Yeah, it gets anytime you have a pile up like that, there tends to be stuff going on at the bottom.
Somebody grabs somebody. Somebody flicks somebody else where they shouldn't. And
but there are a couple football players on the floor right now, so it's nothing they're not used to.
So with a minute 50 left in the first half, 22-16. Rams up 6. They had a 13-0 run working. Make that 11. Do math, Hugo.
Good job by the officials. Just separate them and let's play on.
Liverpool back to the left for Lewis off of the arc. Meets Kerry Richardson. Has Colden into the game. He'll pop for a three. Why not? Glances off the iron. Colden underneath for the rebound. Shot blocked by King. They'll whistle up the foul on RJ. Into the line to shoot a couple will go the sophomore, Charleston Colden. People will yell. That's Chaos Cage, probably. Good student section on hand tonight. I'm not sure if it's frat night. First free throw good by Colden. Walgreens Distribution Center, proud to sponsor the Mount Vernon Rams halftime show. They say go Rams and Lady Rams. Have a heck of a year. They do say that. Not joking. First free throw was good, so is the second. Down to a 4-point lead for the Rams here on a run by the Crusaders. I forgot to write down who made that shot earlier.
That was Earl Liverpool.
That's right.
Three-pointer.
McClure wanted one of his own. Fine. Threads the needle down to RJ. Yes, sir. Left block for King. He had 7, and it's 24-18 Rams.
And that's all Colin McClure drawing the defense.
Ball fake Colden off of the wing. Throwing between the circles now for Liverpool. Driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. Lob underneath. There's Powell all alone. Caught everybody napping. 24-20.
Needless to say, that was a defensive breakdown.
Sure, that one will be addressed in the locker room at the break.
Oh, on film and practice, yeah.
McClure coming off of the right, looking to go left. Parallel with the perimeter as he arced around. And now, jump stop, carry, nice turnaround. Richardson.
What a move.
26-20. Slow on the replay button. The mouse moved on me. Now off of the right arc, Colden with it. Between the circles here for Liverpool. Looking to lead Lewis to the basket, who throws it away to Roland Adams, and the Rams will have a 2-on-2. Adams went behind the back to get it across. Able to find McClure. Bounce pass, Bourret. One-hander, yes. Rolled the iron, drop through. He has 2 more. It's 28-20, and the Ram lead is 8 with 15 left in the half. Possession arrow favors the King City.
Powell going to go one-on-one here. Let's see if Mount Vernon gives some help.
With 6, now with 5, now with 4 against Adams. Pushed off, now with 2. He'll kick. Deep 3, Lewis at the buzzer, no good. Althoff probably squandered an opportunity to take themselves into halftime. And here after 2 quarters, it is the Mount Vernon Rams 28, the Althoff Crusaders 20. We'll come back with your Walgreens DC halftime right here. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
I'm Jeff Schmidt, and we are restocking the lot at Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC with a 23 Buick SUV lineup. We can help you find the Buick SUV to fit your family. The Buick Encore and Buick Envision can seat up to 5, but the Enclave has 3-row seating, excellent for bigger families and holiday travel. Get 3.99% APR for up to 72 months for well-qualified buyers and no payments until 2023. Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Shop the lot or online at schmidtchevrolet.com.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers urgent care visits for acute strains and sprains, joint pain, sports injuries, and even possible fractures. Walk in anytime, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. You don't need an appointment, and you can be seen and get the treatment you need on the same day. Let their highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners provide the care you deserve. Give them a call at 618-242-3778 or visit their website, orthocentersi.com.
Ram fans, listen up. We know you like winning because it's what you do. Here is your chance to get a big win with your next step in education. Ren Lake College has over 100 programs, NJCAA sanctioned athletics, affordable tuition, and small class sizes. You know you'll be taking home the dub when you enroll in this high-quality educational experience. Apply the skills you learn in the workforce or continue to a 4-year college at a fraction of the price. Because at Ren Lake College, your journey starts here. Visit us online at rlc.edu today.
Chris with Bean Insurance Agency. We've been serving the listening area for over 20 years. Our office has a combined experience of over 75 years of insurance knowledge. We have multiple companies to choose from, so you get a great rate, and we strive to provide the best customer service around. This combination has won Bean Insurance Agency multiple awards over the last 20 years. Call today and find out for yourself at 618-242-6017 or stop by 1310 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show starts now.
94.1 FM. We're live on the Section618.com app tonight as the Mount Vernon Rams have a halftime lead over the Althoff Crusaders, 28-20. Here at Chagnon Gymnasium, we're in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth for this Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show. I'm Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside. Jeff Crow taking care of the camera tonight for the Section 618 app, and it's Brock Myers back at the Mount Vernon studio. Rams by 8, started off the quarter with an 11-0 run that's really helped propel them to this big lead. And Hank, for the Rams, playing pretty well through 16 minutes.
It certainly looked bleak early. You had Taylor Powell made 2 tough jump shots, and then Nesbitt got his second foul with about 5 minutes left. Mount Vernon was able to get to the quarter break, only down 2, and as you said, the second quarter was the Colin McClure show as he really opened up things offensively for Mount Vernon.
9 in the quarter, but we'll get to all that business with the scoring and stats, which is still to come. First, a quick break here at Chagnon. It's the Mount Vernon Rams 28, the Althoff Crusaders 20. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
This is Carmen Huey Dykeman of Huey and Newell Funeral Homes.
And this is Marty Mills.
We know that the weeks between Thanksgiving and the New Year can be joyful but stressful. While these times are enjoyed with the warmth of your families, it can be very difficult for those that have experienced a loss. This is a time to reflect and remember the wonderful memories we have shared with our loved ones.
And let us keep in our hearts and minds all the men and women who are currently serving in our military, especially those who are unable to be with family and friends this holiday season. May all our prayers and thoughts continue to be with them and their families.
When you think about planning for tomorrow, it may seem overwhelming. At Country Financial, we have a suggestion. Don't get overwhelmed, get started. Because when it comes to solving the big challenges of tomorrow, you can start with simple steps today. With personalized insurance and financial services that can have a big impact on your family's future. Country Financial. When you're ready to start, we're ready to help. I'm Country Financial Representative Josh Finley. Please visit my office at Historic 1004 Main Street, Mount Vernon, or call 242-4024.
It's truck time here at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. Chris Wilson here. If you've ever wondered what you look like behind the wheel of a brand new Tacoma or Tundra, I'm here to tell you we can make it happen. Not only are these trucks dependable, they are sharp. We've got 60 months, 4.29% APR for qualified buyers. And with interest rates these days, you know that won't last long. The Tacoma and Tundra are both loaded with features you won't find on any other truck models. Come check them out at Munkin Toyota and tell them Chris sent you.
I hear people say that global warming is affecting the storms we have here locally. This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wild. And my question to them is, does it really matter? In my business, no one ever asks why the storm hit their home. They just want to know, can I rebuild it? If you're not certain if your home can be rebuilt or what's actually covered in your policy, then stop by my office, find me online, or flag down the State Farm Jeep. Don't assume you know how your insurance works. After the storm, it's too late to find out. Call us today. We can help.
Streaming worldwide on the Section 618 app, this is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
28-20, Mount Vernon Rams on top of the Althoff Crusaders here at the half. Tony Wild State Farm scoreboard with some halftime scores from around the South 7. Carbondale leads Marion 32-19. Cahokia all over Centralia 31-19. A 12-point lead at the half for the Cahokia Comanches.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Wow.
Swear to you.
It's at Cahokia. I mean, that's a shocker. Cahokia's not won a game yet this year.
Unless I misread the tweet, and I did not. Yeah. But anyhow, scoring and stats here.
That one's a head scratcher. But
Scratched
anyways,
me too, but
here we go.
I recovered.
First four, Althoff, we'll call them, as you gave a very good historical update on that. Pope Pius, right?
The 10th.
Okay. 2-point range, Althoff, 4 for 11. They were 3 of 13 from 3. Again, Mount Vernon excellent defensively as they hold Althoff 7 of 24 from the field, 29%. The Crusaders made 3 out of the 4 free throws they attempted. For individual scoring for Althoff, it was Charleston Colden with 2. Patton Lieb had 4. Earl Liverpool had 3. Jordan Lewis 5. And then leading the way, 2 tough shots and then an easy one. He had 6 points. Coming into the game, averaging 21. So 6 points, Taylor Powell. For the Mount Vernon Rams, they shot it much better in the second quarter. They were only 4 of 17 shooting in the first quarter, 6 for 11 in the second quarter. That's 10 of 28 shooting, 36%. They made 5 out of their 7 free throws, and they really dominated the rebounding as they out-rebounded Althoff 20-12. Each team had 4 turnovers. The Rams only put 4 in the scoring column. It was Kerry Richardson with 4. R.J. King continuing his good play. He had 7. Nesbitt battled foul trouble as he has 2. He had 8 points. And then Colin McClure with his personal 9-0 run in the second quarter really opened things up. He had 9 points. And it was 13-11 Althoff after 1. And Mount Vernon scored, I believe, the first 11 points of the second quarter. And they come into halftime. They're leading 28-20.
That it for scoring and stats?
That's all I got.
Lost me there for a second. I was deep in thought.
There's not very many people scored.
No, sir.
But Adams, again, doing the job on Powell, holding him to 6 points.
There we go. We'll take a break, come back, get you set up for the second half. Here in your Walgreens Distribution Center halftime show. They are proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams, proud to sponsor this halftime report. They say go Rams and Lady Rams. Have a great year, Rams. We'll take a break when we come back because this is the Rams from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Stop Insurance, and they'll find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it's home, auto, renters, boat, motorcycle, your business, whatever you need coverage on, they'll do the work for you. Then call you back with a quote, most times in the same day. Call 618-244-7500 or visit hallinsgroup.com. Hall Insurance Group, your independent insurance agency in Mount Vernon. hallinsgroup.com.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers urgent care visits for acute strains and sprains, joint pain, sports injuries, and even possible fractures. Walk in anytime, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. You don't need an appointment, and you can be seen and get the treatment you need on the same day. Let their highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners provide the care you deserve. Give them a call at 618-242-3778 or visit their website, orthocentersi.com.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball.
94.1 FM. We're live on the Section618.com app here tonight as the Mount Vernon Rams lead the Althoff Crusaders 28-20. Here at the half, Walgreens Distribution Center, proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams and Lady Rams. Again, go Rams, go Lady Rams. Have a great year, Rams, from Walgreens Distribution Center, west of the interstates. In Mount Vernon, delivering all over the place. Henry for the Rams, just got to keep it going.
I don't think they change a thing. In fact, if they make a few of those shots in close, it's probably a 12 or 14-point game. Maybe Althoff tries to pick up a little bit full court and turn this into a helter-skelter game.
Rams head to the Ham tomorrow, 4 o'clock freshman start. We'll have the varsity for you, whenever that may be. Depends on how long of a varsity or a JV, how long freshman. We had a freshman 3-level matchup last night with Marion on the girls' side. They started at 5. They played 2 short halves. Then the JV game didn't go very long. We were on the air earlier than we ever had been.
And I'm going to have a little Effingham history lesson tomorrow. Now, it will not top your history lesson tonight, but I will certainly have some names from the past.
There we go. So we start the second half here. By my calculations, that makes this the third quarter. And just like that, Rams with the basketball. Good ball fake by Devontae Nesbitt. Filthy.
You got that replay?
I hope. I'm slow tonight. 30-20. I need a guy or a gal for this. My niece is here. That'd be a perfect job for her. 3 on the way. Good.
That's Lieb.
Patton Lieb.
I'm going to guess his dad is the head coach over there.
Safe guess. 30-23. Lead is down to 7. As a nice move to the bucket again, but no good. Roland Adams the rebound. Turnaround inside and good. Good cleanup by Roland. 32-23. The lead is 9 for the Rams here, driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. We're buying a vehicle simple, easy, and they say fun. See for yourself, Route 127 North in Nashville. That's Powell off of the free throw line, leans into the defender. Shot's no good.
Excellent defense, Roland Adams. That's a tough shot.
And the rebound will go the other way. Bouret again. Yep, simple runner. Lead is 11. Might be the largest Ram lead. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. It's back. Still trying to get this replay up. Patton Lieb with it off of the arc. Free throw line. Nice spin off the dribble. Stepped on it, kicked it. There's something in there, and let's watch that play again from Devontae.
Be the second foul on King, and we haven't seen a team this year be able to keep Nesbitt from getting to the rim. You wonder if Malvern will see more zone going forward.
I think I played the wrong one. For those of you watching at home on the Section 618 app, bear with me. 34-23 Rams. 6:45 left in the third quarter. It'll be Charleston Colden. I called him CJ. Couldn't think of his brother's name earlier. It's CJ Colden. But Charleston here, the sophomore will inbound. And it's thrown away right to, you guessed it, Devontae Nesbitt. He'll take it length to the floor. Layup is going to be blocked out of bounds. Last touched by Althoff. I don't know what I did.
Let's see if we get McClure look in the corner here. He's going to probably cut across here. Coming our way. Boom.
Out of the corner. Collin 3 off balance. No good. Just glanced off the iron. Put back Kerry Richardson. Yes, kind iron for Kerry. And it's 36-23 as the Ram run continues. Lead is a baker's dozen here for Mount Vernon. Streaming presented by Red Lake College. Over 100 degree and certificate programs that can save you thousands. RLC.edu. Rainbow 3 on the way. Kind iron, kind backboard. That's Amazing Sons Plumbing 3 for Patton Oswald. Patton Lieb.
It's a tough defensive matchup for King.
Just missed a coast-to-coast layup there. Or Devontae did, and they'll go the other way in transition. Charleston Colden, left-hand layup, good. Makes it 36-28. 5:57 mark of the third quarter. Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside the Hammer. As now mid-post, they'll kick to Kerry Richardson for a 3. Yes, sir! Mason Sons Plumbing three-pointer. It's 39-28. The lead back to Onse.
5 in the quarter, 9 in a game for Richardson.
5:35 left third. Taylor Powell with the basketball. Good move there on his defender, but Adams will give the foul there.
It's not a bad foul.
I don't know that it was, but it's a foul period, but that was a good foul.
That's a good foul to give up. Save the layup. It should be said that Powell is shooting around 30% from the line this year, so something to keep in mind going forward.
Colden out of the box set will inbound for Althoff. Down 11, 5:31 mark, third quarter. Lob to Lieb near the volleyball line. Will he shoot it from there? Nope. He'll give to Lewis. Deep left wing in front of the official. He'll drive. Backed off his defender. Now at the high post, he'll kick. Good move, Jones to the basket. No good. Rebound will be swatted. We'll have a foul in the swat. I have a bad feeling that is on Roland Adams. Orthopedic Urgent Care now open. No appointment necessary. Walk in daily 8 to 4 at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. And as luck would have it, we're in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth tonight.
Second foul on Adams.
Oh, I forgot. Good call. More on that in a moment. As this inbound looking to be tipped by Carey. He's pushed out of bounds by Dones, and no call. Michael Blakemore reminds me that C.J. Colden plays football for the Oklahoma Sooners.
Wow.
Austin Seibert, I believe, the kicker from Belleville, went to Oklahoma, played for the Browns for a while. So there's some history there. Pipeline. 39-28, Rams by 11. 5:08 left in the third. Nice play in the paint by Powell, but
all right, it's the third
foul.
foul. And a technical.
And a technical.
Oh, it's going to be his fourth foul. Man.
Well, that's not good.
Probably going to have to bring Price in to guard Powell.
Last check at the half. Carbondale leading Marion 32-19. Cahokia leading Centralia 31-19. Scores presented by local State Farm agent Tony Wiltz. Having a local agent matters for your insurance. His State Farm team ready to help. As that first free throw glances off the iron by Taylor Powell, he'll have another.
Marlon Price is going to have to check in. He'll draw the defensive assignment on Powell. And that's 4 fouls on Adams in about a minute and a half.
And the guy that was doing a great defensive job on Althoff's best scorer will now sit. So he made a free throw.
1 for 3.
1 for 3 so far. There we go. Never added up my scoring from the second quarter, that is. And now makes 2 of 4. 39-30, so the lead is to single digits for the Rams, and Althoff will have the basketball with 5:06 to play in the third.
Let's see if Althoff gets Powell the ball isolating on Price.
39-30 score. Lead is 9 for the Rams. Althoff with the basketball, slowing down. At the center circle, Jordan Lewis. Switches to a right hand. Now to Patton Lieb for a 3. This one's going to be well short. Kerry Richardson the rebound. So now the Rams on the offensive end. Throwing to Price. He'll swing left. Goes baseline. Fouled from behind. To the line will go Marlon to shoot a couple. Marlon Price, a name you're going to want to watch in Ram Athletics. Came on late in the football. He was there all season, don't get me wrong, but felt like as he got more seasoned, made a lot of bigger plays on the gridiron for Dan Mings late in the season. Certainly athletic. And a popular opinion with some, maybe unpopular with others, but the better your football team is to get that stuff going and the more kids that play and get that athleticism built up or those bodies built up, we're seeing those results pay off.
And they're competitors, first and foremost.
Free throw's no good. Rebound, however, to Taylor Powell. For the Crusaders, into the front court. They're wearing their away navy with Vegas gold trim. They throw to the outside. Ball fake Lieb. He'll drive. Got away with a carry, and now throws to the back door. Taylor Powell finishes the rest. It's 39-32. Interesting. Nesbitt in the backcourt. Good ball work with the between-the-leg dribble. He'll go for the running layup. No good. Foul is on the floor, they say. I was watching the trail official on that one, and really I thought the foul came as he was in the act of shooting, but my peepers aren't as reliable as they used to be, and they're down there. Of course, if they were ever reliable.
It's the second foul on Jordan Lewis.
Nesbitt,
Beautiful.
no looker. There's RJ mid-post, did the rest. He just glides. 41-32, and we'll have a turnover in the backcourt off the Althoff inbound. They give it right back to the Rams. 9-point game, but that was a big play. Wish I could have clicked capture replay in time because that was good work to find RJ King sliding up. Richardson wanting a lot. Nice. Got confused and got it to Devontae Nesbitt, who has 6 in the quarter.
14 in the game.
43-32. Ram lead back to double digits here, near the midway point of the third. Up top, this is Liverpool with the basketball. Throws to Lewis off of the wing. Got lost, got trapped, got fouled apparently. Contact Josh Finley at Country Financial to talk about how he can help ensure the future you're dreaming of. Sponsors our Ram of the Week award. Last week, of course, Navante. The week before, Justice Malone. This week, it's Lady Rams Wrestling. Made their season debut, their program debut, 3rd out of 15 at Granite City. As Nesbitt will try to steal this one, they were looking for right block Jordan Lewis. Nesbitt got in the way, tipped it out of bounds, couldn't keep it in. And so Althoff will reset. Almost a corner kick. Left baseline.
And Althoff in a bonus already with 3:55 left in the third quarter.
Charleston Colden deep into the backcourt, near the top of the opposing key. Jordan Lewis across the timeline. Throws to the outside for Taylor Powell. Step back off the arc, looks left, finds Liverpool. Three on the way out of the corner. Good. Contested three. Made one that time. Lucius Duns. Dones. I've gone back and forth on the pronunciation. 43-35.
Stick with Dones.
The English language can be tricky. You could argue Longo or not on that. At the elbow, Richardson looks, had it stripped away. Lewis. Althoff into the front court. Down 8, 43-35. Wide open Liverpool three from the corner. Spot him up. He's got it. Second three of the night for Liverpool, and that'll cut it to 5, 43-38. We'll have a timeout, Tim Holloway. Would you believe it if I told you? First SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital timeout of the night. It belongs to the Rams. Advanced care close to home. That's Good Samaritan Hospital in Mount Vernon.
Certainly game changed on that Adams third foul and subsequent technical.
Won't ruin your weekend, but it can certainly ruin your night.
It's like Althoff on a 12-4 run, 39-26 at one time.
Our schedule coming up is a crazy, chaotic, busy one. We wouldn't have it any other way. Of course, I think about the days I used to do 100 games a year, and I don't know how I could do that now. But I can tell you that tomorrow the Rams are at Effingham. They'll play the freshmen starting at 4. I'm going to try to go in order with the Lady Rams schedule. Then Tuesday night, Lady Rams are at home against Carbondale. Next Friday night, the Rams welcome the Cahokia Comanches, currently walloping the Central Orphans. Then on the 20th, the Marion Wildcats come to town on a Tuesday night. Or no, we head to Marion, my apologies. Then on the 21st, we head to T-Town for the Rams. And then on the 22nd, it's a nooner JV with the Mascoutah Lady Indians. And that wraps up our pre-holiday slate of high school hoops with Mount Vernon. We'll recap that better later. Three on the way. McClure is good. Collin knocks down his fourth of the night. That stretches it back to 8, 46-38 on the Mays & Sons Plumbing three-pointer.
That play was drawn out of the timeout by Coach Tim Holloway.
Now a three on the way, partially blocked or just an awkward shot. Rams get the rebound. It's Nesbitt into the front court.
Beautiful.
Ahead to Price. Fouled on the way up, and Marlin near the baseline. Didn't have great position. That foul helped him out. Yeah. And now Marlin to the line to shoot a pair.
Keep your head up. Nesbitt will find you. Let's see if Marlin catches in these free throws.
Nesbitt just sees the floor differently than many others.
Better keep your head up, or you might have it hit you in the side of the head.
2:45 to go, third quarter, 38. How about let me say that in the reverse order, 46-38. First free throw, no good by Price. Swing by Culver's and try a juicy Butterburger, or treat yourself to a frozen custard at your Mount Vernon Culver's, Veterans in 42nd, nearby anyway. In Mount Vernon, we'll have your Mount Vernon Culver's 3 stars of the game and our Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame. Following this one, right now it sees the Rams up 8, 46-38 with Price at the line. Misses the back end as well. Rebound to Powell. Into the front court. Stops at the arc near the elbow. Had his pocket picked by Price. Now throws to Liverpool wide open. Trying to get him some room near the top between the leg dribble. Now switches left, kicks. Powell, a ball fake. Now goes back toward the baseline, and that jumper from within 15 is deadly from Taylor Powell. Knocks down another one, 6 in the quarter unofficially. It's 46-40.
It's just hard to stop that. He's 6'5", and he can just pull up, and you're not going to be able to block that.
All the action tonight driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville, #1 volume dealer in Southern Illinois. We have 2 minutes left in the third, 46-40, the Rams by 6. We knew this one wasn't going to be easy. We knew it was going to be close, and that's where it is right now. McClure off at the top of the key, looking for the force feed back door. It is a nice bounce pass as he recovers. R.J. King does the rest. He has 2 more. It's 48-40.
That's 11 in the game for King.
Lewis will throw to the right arc here for Earl Liverpool. Say that 4 times fast. To Lewis as he'll drive to the free throw line. Has to spin off a dribble. Now working against Nesbitt. Has his pocket picked by McClure. Recovered. Leans in. Shot up and a walk. Shot won't count even though it went in. And this will be a turnover on the Crusaders. It'll be Ram basketball. Minute 28 left. Third quarter. 8-point game. Rams are going to try to add to this lead here. Nesbitt goes to the right. Off a screen, McClure to the left. Off a double team, he'll find Marlon Price, wearing number 35. He'll drive. Back door, there it is. The bounce pass has been there, and R.J. King will capitalize again. 6 in the quarter. What a night.
King has figured out how to get in the right spot, hasn't he?
Figured out how to use that frame.
Yep.
Love it. 50-40, Rams lead is 10. Liverpool deep NBA 3. No. No, if you're Greg Lieb.
That's not the shot the Crusaders wanted.
And now Nesbitt will go on a diagonal cut off the back. Yep.
Because those shots lead to transition baskets on the other end, which just happened.
52-40, the Ram lead just like that. Back up to 12 out of nowhere. Half minute or so to play in the third quarter. Driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville.
That's a 9-2 run quickly by Mount Vernon.
What a runny night.
Back and forth.
Liverpool with it from the outside. Looks in. Stays outside. Lewis between the circles. If you've been injured, call Hennigan and McGovern at 618-241-9251. Experience you can count on, a reputation you can trust. 14 seconds left. Lewis left of the circle. If you're watching our video, you see the Ram head facing the appropriate side now as we switched. And trying to go left post and trickles out of bounds. Lewis looked like last touch by
I don't think anybody
Nesbitt.
tipped it.
I don't either. I didn't press replay.
I think Coach Holloway is asking the same thing.
So Liverpool will inbound. Right baseline, right of the bucket. Colin McClure is going to point out some hustle on the floor. Moisture, sweat, condensation.
Has that been a problem with this floor in the past?
Not that I remember.
Well, it was almost 60 degrees today. I don't know if that had something to do with it.
I know they've done some things to the floor over the years. And now that inbound will be stolen away, and still standing out of bounds was Liverpool when it went out.
He had a sheepish look on his face like, oh, no.
That's just bad luck.
Yeah.
3.7 seconds left. McClure will let it bounce off of the inbound. Gets it about the volleyball line backcourt. Slides it to Nesbitt, trying to beat the clock. And time will expire as it's lost out of bounds. Wow, how exciting that could have been. 52-40, Rams after 3. This is Mount Vernon basketball from WMIX Sports in the Section 618 app.
Whether you're hunting on an ATV, competing in motocross, or just hanging out with friends hitting the trails in a side-by-side, we have your off-road memories right here waiting for you at Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. In the woods, on the track or trails. Enter your victory lane from Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
ATVs are recommended only for use by those age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
There's only so much time in the day. That's why People's National Bank makes banking easy and convenient with P&B To Go mobile banking. P&B To Go allows you to deposit checks, pay bills, transfer money between accounts, view your statements, turn your debit card off and on, and much more, all on your smartphone. It truly is banking at your fingertips with P&B To Go mobile banking. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Back to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX.
Hear that Mount Vernon Rams pep band tonight. It's here past halftime and doing an incredible job at Shagnon Gymnasium. We're live from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth, where the Mount Vernon Rams lead, headed to the fourth over Althoff, 52-40. I'm Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside. Rams basketball is driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville, the #1 volume dealer in Southern Illinois. Across the timeline, Earl Liverpool off of the inbound with the basketball to begin the fourth. The lead is 12 by the Rams. They had a 9-3 run at one point in that third to help stretch this lead back out.
And they shot 11 of 14 from the field in the third quarter. They outscore Althoff 24-20.
Unofficially, 3 Rams in double figures tonight. Powell off of the left sideline. He'll drive baseline. Scoop layup, no. A little underhand action, but got his own putback. Fouled his shot, got it back. He has 14 unofficially. The lead is 10. 52-42, Rams on top. Across the timeline, Nesbitt to the right wing. Carey's going to drive. Mid-post, kicks. Not a really kick as a handoff. Levante with the basketball. 7-12 mark of the fourth quarter. Streaming presented by Rend Lake College to bring you plays like this as Powell will steal. Phantom foul in there somewhere as he's getting ready to throw over his shoulder. He did that own body turn on his own. I don't know, bud. And at the line, Taylor Powell to shoot a couple.
Be 1-1, I believe.
If you need a career change, Rend Lake College offers dozens of programs focused on putting you in a new job. Some programs can be completed in as few as 8 weeks. Find out more at rlc.edu. Your journey starts at Rend Lake College.
2-shot foul. I don't know what I was looking at.
Me neither. I know I was not looking at the same thing.
I was writing down the turnovers.
Crusaders in the bonus the rest of the way. 7:06 left in the fourth. Made 1 of 2. It's 52-43. Bure off the inbound into the front court. Nice move. Backdoor. There's RJ again. Yes. Patton Lieb can't stay a foot. Trips another Ram, and now the Crusaders the other way. What a play by RJ King. Lieb with the basketball. Goes left side. Big fella. Going to throw it underneath, and it's tipped out by who else? RJ King.
Althoff's trying to pick up full court because they're behind, obviously, but they're going to have to get the ball out of Nesbitt's hands or they're just going to get throttled.
Liverpool will inbound. 6:47 left in the fourth. Backdoor to Lieb. Working against RJ. Good luck. Off a pivot. Fights for position. Throws one up. It's no good, and we'll have a foul.
I believe that's third on Lewis.
Oh, okay. Like that. What? Nesbitt was not even in the picture. So the Rams will get the basketball here on the fourth foul on Althoff. 54-43. Rams by 11. This one has a closer field than that.
It's been a pretty well played game, really.
Richardson thought about it. Good footwork there. We'll give to Roland Adams, who's back in the game up top. This night has been paused and slowed somewhat by 4 fouls. All within like a minute and a half. As now up the right side, that'll be Navante to the basket. Rare miss. Kerry Richardson stole the rebound. Looking for the back door for RJ King, and it's intercepted by Dones. The other way, Lewis in transition. Looking for the lob at the back door. Tight-roping that baseline was Powell. Curls back around, and now we'll have a foul or a turnover in there. Orthopedic Urgent Care now open. No appointment necessary. Walk-in daily 8 until 4 as we are in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. What transpired on that end of the floor is beyond me. But to the free throw line to shoot 2 will go Taylor Powell.
It's the third foul on McClure. 1-1.
Free throw, no. Rebound, Rams. Other way it'll go. Nesbitt up top to the left wing for Collin. He'll dribble drive. Nice cut there to the free throw line. Richardson throws one up. He's fouled, and Carey will go to the line to shoot 2. He has 9 tonight unofficially.
Fourth foul on Lieb. Let's see if Mount Vernon can cash in these free throws. They're 5 of 11 on the night.
First one at the stripe is good. He's in double digits. Make that 4 Rams in double figures tonight. Win is what you do in Ram Nation. Get your next big win by building your skills or earning a certificate or degree with Ren Lake College's affordable programs. Visit them at rlc.edu. Carey makes both. Number 1 with 11, and it's 56-43. The lead is the Baker's dozen. I believe largest lead of the night. Ties it. Forcing a turnover maybe. Falling with it is Powell. Looks like the Rams will try to get some arms in there. Greg Lieb will save it with a timeout without possession.
Man, I
Close
know.
enough. It's kind of like the NFL. What is a catch?
What's Jeff Lonan think of that? He's got a few of them probably over the I guess it's good when it goes your way.
Let's see here. Timeout. Presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home. 5:39 left in regulation. The Rams lead is 56-43 over Althoff. Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon, sponsors our scoreboards. Last check, Centralia was trailing Cahokia 38-27. So Cahokia 38-27 after 3. Christopher beat Woodlawn tonight 60-43. Carbondale leads Marion after 3, 40-35. So in the conference tonight, Carbondale leading Marion 40-25 after 3. Cahokia leading Centralia 38-27 after 3. And then a final, Christopher beat Woodlawn. I already lost it. 60-43, and it looks like El Dorado leads Fairfield 33-12. Wow. Different Fairfield team this year.
And Heron leads Benton by 1 after 3, 37-36.
Future Ram opponent, the Heron Tigers, usually on the second. It's usually the pre-midwinter tournament Saturday in January those two teams get together. Sometimes later, sometimes earlier. It depends. Sometimes it's been after the midwinter tournaments. It's the fall of the calendar, they say.
That's a Heron team that
I'm
brings
confused
back
my showcase days. The Woodlawn game with Heron is the day before.
I believe Mount Vernon's replaced Woodlawn.
Thinking back in the day. Powell off of the arc. If only I had an ability to go look up the Rams schedule to find out for sure, you know. They looked like a miss in there for Dones. Recovered by Powell. He'll go inside. Stolen away by Nesbitt. Fights for it. Good bounce pass off his bum. Gets it to Adams. Up the left side will go. Richardson for the layup. No. Tip back not there. Roland puts it back up and in this time. Second, third, fourth time's the charm. It doesn't matter. Roland Adams gets the bucket. 58-43. The largest lead of the night, 15. Back to 13 on a nice off-balance jumper by Jordan Lewis. He has 7. Jordan Lewis can't lose. 4:59 left in the fourth. Lob to the high post for Roland. He'll stop at the volleyball line and bank one in. 4 in the quarter. 60-45 Rams with 4:45 to play. Look for those Mountford and Culver's 3 stars in our Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame. Rainbow 3 coming, no good. Raindrop, teardrop, whatever you want to call it. Has some high arc, too high for this gym. Intercepted by Liverpool. He'll throw to the backdoor Powell. Waits for the defender to come down on him. No call, thankfully. And now we'll travel with the basketball, even though his arm was being tugged in every direction. Rams going to break.
As well played as this game was for 3 quarters, it's gotten just a little ragged here in the fourth.
Well, loosey-goosey, if you will. Those scores a moment ago presented by Tony Welch, your good neighbor State Farm agent. Find him around town or in that famous white State Farm Jeep against Centralia trailing Cahokia, Marion trailing Carbondale. 3 on the way, Adams. Yes! Wide open, Roland. Mays & Sons Plumbing three-pointer, and this one has expanded and exploded. 18-point lead for the Rams. Right wing, Jordan Lewis. Left hand able to sneak into the paint. Off balance, off the push, it's good. He has 9.
You got to give credit to Roland Adams. He had to sit down for a long time before fouls. He comes in and really takes over the game in the fourth quarter.
Congratulations again to Lady Rams Wrestling, our Josh Fenley Country Financial Rams of the Week. More on that on section618.com. Nice bounce pass into the paint. RJ does the rest, and guess what? Went left, shot left. Ram lead back to 18, 65-47.
King's loving life right now, ain't he?
We're loving King. 3 on the way, no good. Glances off the iron by Lewis. Althoff appears to be out of gas. They have not subbed much tonight, if at all. Colden has been about the only guy to come in. 3 for Carey. Carey Richardson's world with a Mays & Sons Plumbing three-pointer. The Ram lead is 21.
Yeah, we got some stuff going on there.
We
Looks
do.
like King's going to get a technical for sure.
He will. Not sure I like the official pushing the kid like that, though.
And you made a good point that I probably should have mentioned earlier. Althoff does not go deep, and they've certainly looked to be worn out.
Let's see that again. So a double technical, and you can see the shove on RJ, and I know he's just trying to get him out of there, but you got to be careful with that. .318 left in the fourth. Double technical. Alternating possession here. Gives it to the Rams. Luckily, nobody ejected to my knowledge. However, the Crusaders are in the double bonus the rest of the way. Rams just in the bonus. And they'll sort some things out here.
Got to get through this last 3 minutes here and get out of here before anything gets out of hand.
Colden checked in for Powell. They got both players out of the game, which is necessary. So the ball belongs to Althoff. 3:18 left in the fourth, 68-47. Rams by 21. As Lewis will come left wing, had it stripped away by McClure. Pilson checked in for King a moment ago, lest we forget. And now another technical. Who's this on?
It's going to be on Jordan Lewis, I think.
And the Rams will be shooting. So guess who's going to shoot the free throws? Who else? Colin McClure. 12 on the night, looking for 13 and 14. As Price and Millsap looking to check in. Glad to have you with us, whether you're listening on 94.1 FM or you can listen on the Section 618 app. Lest we forget, you can watch too.
What about YouTube? Can you watch on there?
You can. WMIX Sports means you can watch it on any smart device. Mobile, terrestrial, desktop, whatever. know a lot of people that just kick back in the recliner, watch on their smart TV. I am not one of those because I am here. Otherwise, I would be if I wasn't able to make it.
It's definitely changed high school sports.
I am wrong on our scoreboard on screen. It's only 67-47. They took a point off or something. And now with the basketball, the Rams, after 2 missed technical free throws, they have the hoop, or the rock, looking for the hoop. McClure coming to the near side off of the wing for Marlon Price. 2:38 mark of the fourth quarter. The Rams are going to improve to 5-2 and 2-0. Althoff will drop to 4-4 and 1-2. Between the circles, Roland Adams, 2:27 left. To McClure as the Rams will kill some clock. Just look to go home with a win.
Yep.
And now forced pass to Nesbitt. Good dive by McClure to try to save, and we're going to have what here? What's the call exactly? Either way, the Rams end up with the basketball with 2:13 left in the fourth. All the action tonight driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. You can explore a multitude of vehicles at holzhauers.com. The Nesbitt off the drive. Backhand layup, good. 69-47, off-balance jumper coming by Colden into the paint. Nesbitt will get the rebound. Minute 55 rather. Fourth quarter action, 22-point game. Rams on top. 69-47, keep away there on the right sideline with Price and McClure. Marlin will come between the circles. It looks like we're going to have a timeout for the Rams. This timeout sponsored by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home. That'll be the second timeout of the night for the Mount Vernon Rams. A minute 41 remains, 69-47 the score, and I have a feeling we're going to start to see folks head for the exits.
Got to try to get through this 141 without something happening here. It seems like every play here that's pretty chippy. And this is not a bad Althoff team. They're going to beat some teams at home for sure. They're just not very deep. That certainly came to fruition here in the fourth quarter.
69-47 the score. Final in the Cahokia Conference. Oakville knocks off Chester 41-35. Their girls score not quite that close the other night. Cardinal leads Marion 43-39 with 3:49 left. The last check, Centralia was trailing Cahokia 38-27 after 3.
Man, with Cahokia, you just never know. They could show up with like 5 new players that are 6'5". You know, it's different animal over there.
Scoreboard update furnished by Tony Wilt. Contact your local State Farm agent because having a local agent matters for your insurance. The State Farm team ready to help. Timmons just checked in. He'll throw into Jacob Morrison. Also into the game, Brogan Holloway, Camden Laskowski, and Jake Page, who had a dunk in the JV game.
Yes, he did.
Out of nowhere.
2 hands.
Holloway had some big threes in the JV game. Rams lost 69-68. Pulled up for a 3 with 4.3 seconds to go and couldn't get a stick back to go. That was a crazy finish. Laskowski with it between the circles. Rams up 22 at 69-47. Holloway will drive, manhandled, and it'll just be a tip out of bounds.
Well, what happened there at the JV, the whistle was swallowed there at the end as
yes,
to not have overtime. That's kind of how that went. It went against Mount Vernon.
Short corner jumper, Laskowski, good. 71-47 with a minute 3 left in this one. Althoff with the basketball. Sill with it. He had a good JV game. Colden with it up top. Right side, he'll try to go, and now a kick coming around. This is number 10, Luke Smith. Underneath, Chris Hobson went to the hole, and looks like he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a couple.
Be a foul on Timmons. This score is going to be a lot worse than the game was. It was a pretty good game for 3 quarters.
First free throw, no good. Hobson has another with 44.5 seconds left. Makes the back end. 71-48. Yeah, 49. He make both?
He only made one out, too.
I'll smash the scoreboard here. Rams with the basketball, 36 seconds left. Timmons to the left side for Leskowski.
71-48 I've got.
That's what I have too, but who knows. Between the circles for Timmons. Throws to the left side for Morrison. Now with 13, Morrison just going to hold it a bit.
Rams will improve to 2-0 in the conference as they are going to win their 5th straight game.
5, they'll count them down, and we'll go to the locker rooms. Final score tonight, the Mount Vernon Rams 71. The Cahokia, no they're not. I was getting ready to read the Centralia score. The Althoff Crusaders 49. We'll come back with your Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame show. The Rams winners tonight, 71-49 the final score. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Whether you're hunting on an ATV, competing in motocross, or just hanging out with friends hitting the trails in a side-by-side, we have your off-road memories right here waiting for you at Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois. It's time to get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha. In the woods, on the track or trails. Enter your victory lane from Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
ATVs are recommended only for use by those age 16 years and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Hey, Ram Nation, let's talk about winning. It's what you do. Whether on the court, field, or in a classroom, you never settle for less than your best. To get a big win in your next step of education, consider Renlake College. With over 100 programs, NJCAA sanctioned athletics, affordable tuition, and small class sizes, you know you'll be getting a win with high-quality education. You could join the workforce with the skills you'll learn with a certificate or degree, or go to a 4-year college at fraction of the price. Visit rlc.edu. Renlake College, your journey starts here.
Hi, this is Chase Landers with Landers Towing and Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem. At Landers Towing and Collision, we think that building a winning team is essential to providing our customers with the best service possible. Some of the products we have to offer include pre- and post-repair scanning for a clean bill of health, unibody and structural repair measuring, frame measuring and repair, and ADAS calibrations. ADAS is a network of sensors, cameras, modules, and programming that assist in driving and parking functions. Choosing the correct team to repair your vehicle that has evolved alongside this technology is essential for a safe and quality repair. That's why we have spent countless hours providing our technicians with the highest level of training the industry has to offer. ICAR Gold Class Certified Collision Repair Training. We would like to welcome our newest members to the team, the Welch Collision Center family. Now with more locations to serve you, big or small, we tow and fix them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame show starts now.
Final score in the King City as the Mount Vernon Rams knock off the Althoff Crusaders in their final visit as conference foes here to Shagnon. 71-49 the final score. This is your Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame. I'm Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside. Rams winners tonight, Henry, as they improved to 5-2 overall. They're now 2-0 in the South 7 Conference.
Not going to call it a flawless performance, but Mount Vernon executed their game plan to a T. Was able to wear down Althoff and win the game going away. Score's a little bit misleading. It's a pretty good team that Mount Vernon beat.
Rams trailed 13-11 after one. They went on an 11-0 run and never looked back in this one. As they end up winning by 22 on the scoreboard, we have 23 in the book. So I have a feeling that could be a revised score tomorrow morning on Max Preps, but it doesn't matter by how many. It matters how, and the Rams win it tonight. Over the Althoff Crusaders, we have scoring and stats and your Mount Vernon Clovers 3 stars of the game still to come. But first, Schmidt Chevrolet Buick GMC, superior selection, superior service. Find your perfect ride at Schmidt Chevrolet, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, or online at schmidtchevrolet.com. We'll take a break and come back. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers urgent care visits for acute strains and sprains, joint pain, sports injuries, and even possible fractures. Walk in anytime, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. You don't need an appointment, and you can be seen and get the treatment you need on the same day. Let their highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners provide the care you deserve. Give them a call at 618-242-3778 or visit their website, orthocentersi.com.
Ram fans, listen up. We know you like winning because it's what you do. To get a big win in your next step of education, consider Ren Lake College. With over 100 programs, NJCAA sanctioned athletics, affordable tuition, and small class sizes, you know you'll be taking home the dub with this high-quality education. You could join the workforce with the skills you'll learn through a certificate or degree program, or go on to a 4-year college at a fraction of the price. Take control of your future and visit us online at rlc.edu. Ren Lake College. Your journey starts here.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition via the Section 618 app, powered by Ren Lake College.
Back in Shack 9 tonight in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth for your Schmitz Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame show, where tonight the Rams victors over the Althoff Crusaders. Final score 71-49. I'm Chris Hugo. Hank Evans alongside. Scoring and stats could tell an interesting tale of this one. Of course, we could tell you and fill in the gaps, but man, shooting and all that, I'm excited.
All right, first four, Althoff, they fall to 4-4 on the season, 1-2 in the conference. They shot at 10 of 24 from two-point range, 7 of 22 from three. That's 17 of 46 from the field, 37%. They shot 7 of 13 from the free throw line. They put seven players in the book. It was Chris Hobson with 1, Charleston Colden with 4, Patton Lieb had 10 with the lefty shot. Lucius Stones 3, Earl Liverpool 6, Jordan Lewis with 9. Leading the way for Althoff, it was Taylor Powell, as he had 15, which is well below his average. For Mount Vernon, it was certainly a tale of two halves as far as the shooting goes. They were 10 of 28 shooting in the first half. They barely missed anything in the second half, as Althoff certainly ran out of gas and quit playing defense. Mount Vernon shot 19 of 25 in the second half. 29 of 53 for the game, 55%. The Rams dominate the boards, which that's something else they're getting quite a bit better at, 34-20. And Mount Vernon turned it over 10 times to 11 for Althoff. The Rams put 4 in double figures. It was Camden Laskowski with 2. Rowan Adams had 9 all in the second half. It was Kerry Richardson with 14. Colin McClure had 12. R.J. King 17, and he's really figuring out how to shoot layups because he's got the head up, he's in the right spot, and the guards are finding him. And then leading the way, Nesbitt just we're getting a little bit spoiled. It's his normal game, you know. He's just the best player on the floor every game I've been to. He had 18 points. It was a game. Mount Vernon, it was 28-20. Back and forth third quarter, Mount Vernon kind of had a 6 to 10 point lead, you know, then ended up leading in the third quarter on a 9-2 run. It was 52-40. And then Althoff ran out of gas. Then the game got they got frustrated, let's say that. There were several technicals and a parade to the free throw line. So Mount Vernon wins this one going away. It was Mount Vernon 71, Althoff 48 is what I got.
That's what we have. It's not what the scoreboard had, but that's what our on-screen scoreboard has, just because the main scoreboard had it. So 71-49, unofficially your final score here tonight. Those were your scoring and stats. The Mount Vernon Rams improved to 5-2. Althoff drops to 4-4. More importantly for the conference race, the Rams are 2-0, and the Crusaders.
And Mount Vernon's held serve at home. You know, winning that's imperative in order to win the conference. It'll be tougher when Mount Vernon goes back to Althoff for sure.
Without a doubt, they're headed to overtime. Centralia Cahokia tied at 49. Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Welch, your State Farm agent. Last time we heard anything, it was late in the fourth quarter, getting deeper into the fourth quarter. And Marion was coming back. Carbondale was leading by 4, 43-39, but that was about midway through, though, the fourth quarter.
Let's see if I can find that.
So we'll work on those, and we'll come back on your Schmitz Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame. Schmitz Chevrolet, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, or log on to schmitzchevrolet.com to find your perfect ride. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Are you ready for your team to get their license? I'm Country Financial Representative Josh Finley. I know it's a little scary when you see your kids backing out of the driveway by themselves for the first time, but knowing that your young driver has the proper protection from Country Financial could make you feel better. Call today, 242-4024, or visit me online at josh.finley@countryfinancial.com.
Culver's could have only started in Wisconsin. Just ask our team member Marcus.
Let's just say you can take the restaurants out of America's Dairyland
But you can't take America's Dairyland out of the restaurants. Like the real Wisconsin cheese on our juicy butter burgers. The farm fresh dairy in our fresh frozen custard. Even our crispy golden Wisconsin cheese curds. It may sound cheesy, but we love where we come from at Culver's.
Culver's at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon.
Welcome to Delicious.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Mount Vernon Culver's 3 stars of the game are next.
The only game in the conference to finish in regulation as the Mount Vernon Rams win it tonight 71-49, but they're headed to overtime. Carbondale and Marion tied at 46. Centralia and Cahokia went to OT, I believe, tied at 49. So this one finishes in regulation as the Rams are winners here tonight. Hank Evans alongside. I'm Chris Hugo on your Schmidt-Chevrolet Buick GMC postgame. Rams win it 71-49. Who are our Mount Vernon Culver's 3 stars of the game?
All right, this is probably the toughest part of the job, but I'm going to try here. Let's see. Kerry Richardson, he had 14 points. He's the number 3 star. The number 2, we're going to go Colin McClure. I thought when the game was close there, he was able to make 3 threes in a row, personal 9-0 run to really open things up for Nesbitt to be able to get to the hole, and that's your number 1 star, and he's been the best player on the floor that I've seen so far this year. As he had what I call just his normal game. You know, he fills out the stat sheet. He's probably pushing triple doubles quite a bit. So number 1 star is Navante Nesbitt.
There you go. Mount Vernon Culver's Veterans at 42nd in Mount Vernon. Try the flavor of the day. Chris Hugo, Hank Evans alongside. Henry, final thoughts.
Well, talking about the conference race, Mount Vernon's held serve at home, and with the two other games in overtime, certainly nothing's a given on the road this year. So Mount Vernon definitely execute their game plan to a T. As coaches are wont to do, though, Holloway might talk about, some trying to walk away from altercations, which is easier said than done. But good win. It's going to be a little tricky game tomorrow night in Effingham.
That'll do it for us tonight. We are in Effingham tomorrow. The freshmen get underway at 4 o'clock. We'll be on the air following the varsity, which is after the freshmen and JV from Effingham. So until then, for Hank Evans, for Jeff Crow, for Brock Myers back at the Mount Vernon studio, I'm Chris Hugo. Final score unofficially, the Mount Vernon Rams 71, Althoff Crusaders 49. Good night from the King City.
Mount Vernon Rams basketball on WMIX and the Section 618 app has been sponsored by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports, Wren Lake College, Country Financial Agent Josh Finley, Mays & Sons Plumbing, the Orthopedic Center of